Hello, I'm Deborah Sword. Let's talk about the disconnect between intention and impact. Have you ever made a comment that you intended as helpful, and then maybe you were taken by surprise when you were criticized rather than thanked? It certainly happened to me. I'll say, for example, when you leave your shoes in the middle of the room, there's a risk I might trip over them. Would you mind putting away your shoes, please? On the surface, what I said follows the recommended structure for nonviolent communication. It's non-blaming, well-intentioned, and makes a specific request with iMessages, what I need. But instead of being accepted as helpful, it's seen as criticism and the conflict starts. And you think, wow, I did everything right. My request was reasonable. What happened? Let's look at the conflict that followed my request. My guess, if it's happened to you, you heard responses something like, oh, well, sorry, I'm not as perfect as you are. Or maybe it was, hey, I just took them off and you're on my case before I even get a chance to put them away. Or it's variation. I'm going out again in a minute and I'm just going to put them back on. Or when you leave your things lying around, I don't complain about you. Or the short terse, don't nag me. Two things might be going on. The first is deflection, which we discuss in episodes 41 and 54. From the topic at hand, in this case, where the shoes are, the problem gets deflected towards you. That's called an ad hominem attack or counterstatement. Ad hominem simply means directed towards you rather than the statement you made. But deflection is a response to the second thing that's going on with the person who left shoes lying around. Simply put, people don't like being told they're wrong or annoying, or they interpret what you say about shoes as personal flaws you see in them. They don't like to be told what to do. Like kids say, you're not the boss of me. The pattern is you say something with good intentions, the person interprets it as nagging or bossy or critical. They get defensive and respond from that defensive position. But when the response is an ad hominem counter that deflects the topic towards you personally, you then feel attacked and respond defensively. Game on. Both of you are acting reasonably according to your own knowledge of your own good self image. To him, they're just shoes he isn't wearing at the moment. To me, they're trip hazards. The two conflict competencies that might improve this escalating pattern of action, reaction, reaction are number one, manage your first response, the way I describe in episode 48. The deflection isn't malicious. It's the person's way of telling you how they feel. It's data for you. Remember that intention is invisible, but impact is felt. He can't see your intention, but he feels the impact of your statement. You can't see his intention, but you feel the impact of his reaction. You're both guessing at the other's intention. So ask a good question. Did you intend that as criticism? Or maybe, what was your intention in saying that the way you did? The second conflict competency is to appeal to his values, the meaning and purpose in life. Instead of launching your own ad hominem barrage at him, what does he care about that you can show you understand before you point out the behavior you find annoying? Start with that. For example, I know you want the family to be safe. If we trip on your shoes, it can wind up in a trip to emergency for a cast on someone's wrist. How about you put your shoes away? So, those are two conflict competencies that are helpful in a lot of situations to prevent, diffuse, or de escalate conflict. First, manage your response and ask a good question instead of firing back. You know your intention, but you don't know theirs. Second, appeal to their values and then make your request. Show you understand what they care about. You know their comments' impact on you, but you don't know your comments' impact on them. Thank you for listening. I hope you subscribe to the podcast. Please ask your question, leave a comment. We do like to hear from you. Thanks again.